on a second, folks. Alright, there we go. Good morning, everyone. Merry stupid o'clock. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, a little bit of a bitch rant and then the usual disclaimers. So, we do this thing at work. They're called pod endings, where we do something quote-unquote fun. Right? So they give us a $25 gift card to be able to use. Now, instead of me being able to use this to trade in for something I actually want, like, cashew chicken, I'm just saying, cashew chicken. Just saying. They're like, we need to get stuff to make a fruit salad. Fucking kill me. I hated fruit salad since the time I was a kid. I don't understand it. I don't enjoy it. If you want to eat fruit. Like, why are we mixing this? Why are we making basically trail mix for fruit? I don't know. It's always escaped me. But, yeah. So, I am spending money to have fruit delivered to make a fruit salad nobody's going to eat when I could have cashew chicken. Alright, moving on. To the disclaimers here, folks. Here in the description box, you're going to see a link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started for autistics by autistics, where they surveyed over 900 ABA professionals from all over the world in regards to the quote-unquote treatment program at the JRC. In fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much that they threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from their website. NeuroClastic has refused. So, folks, they don't want you to read it. There's something juicy in there they don't want you to know. So please read that article and share on all your social media. You're also going to see in the description box the public statement from NeuroClastic in regards to the threat. And you're also going to see in there the GoFundMe started by Greg. We are crowdfunding them, folks, just in case the JRC has the balls to see through their threat. They are a very small organization. They need all the help they can get. So if you can donate anything, please go ahead and do so. If you can't, please share on all your social media. You're also going to see the links to the Agape boarding school situation out in Stockton, Missouri. Take a look at those links, read the articles, please send out on all your social media. Let's make this shit viral, shall we? Now, we also have the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's 3 decades of receipts, also known as her massive archive, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory Change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. Folks, when we discuss the JRC, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you do got young children present, please use your headphones, alright? Okay, so where we left off yesterday, 89. One student left the school building in full restraint. Hands and feet restrained with Velcro straps and restraint chair, clearly agitated and upset, and returned the following morning carried to the conference room fully restrained in what appeared to be the same chair. Yes, when they basically strap us down like we're fucking Hannibal Lecter. That's also how they take these kids into the judge. Think that doesn't influence how they're going to rule on whether we deserve to be tortured or not? By the way, fucking neurotypicals of Massachusetts, in particular, fuck you. There are some of you who are helping to fight alongside us. That's not for you. But this is mainly for the laity out there in the general area who has allowed this shit to go on. Especially the goddamn judges and clerks who only want to look at the surface and not dig underneath. Moving on. What the review team observed was a student with a demonstrated risk of engaging in violent, aggressive, or self-abusive behavior during transport. Gee, I fucking wonder why. If I were in transport, I'd be like, this is my fucking moment. This is my fucking moment. You ever think they might engage in those behaviors so they can break free and fucking run? Yeah, think about that for a moment, folks. He had been placed in transport restraint for the bus trip from the JRC school building to his JRC group home, and then they saw his return to the school building the next morning in the same transportation restraint. JRC has a waiver from MADEEC to use transportation restraint to keep students safe during this high safety risk associated with bus and van travel to and from the JRC group homes. I love how they like to try and make their fucking blatant ableism okay because it's approved from officials. Really? Really? Do you have any idea how fucking ableist some of these officials are? Because I can go on. Some of these people I have actually worked with. We're talking about people who have sit there and told me that little kid over there whose IEP meeting we were going to couldn't possibly be autistic because he could read. We're dealing with that level of stupidity. So that whole argument, but the officials say it's okay and that it's safe, is not exactly the heartwarming and relieving kind of information that the JRC thinks it is. It's not a good flex. Not a good flex at all right? People like that also used to approve of full body restraint, which has killed autistics every single fucking year. I know, I have receipts, I get the goddamn reports from all over the goddamn country. Damn near every day. Okay? There's a reason why we're trying to end restraint. None of these people ever want to think, why are they acting up during transport? What could possibly be going wrong in their lives that they're trying to self-injure or do what they have to do to break free and fucking run? Thoughts from the peanut gallery? I wonder. These people don't care what triggers the behaviors. They just want us to act as their romanticized idea of normal that nobody, even neurotypical, out in the real world actually meets. We all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If you don't believe me, take a good, long, hard look in the mirror, because you neurotypicals, you are messed up and you've got some issues. Don't get me started on that subject. I got a list. Moving on. Transportation restraint is applied with the approval of the student's clinician, and the need for transportation restraint is assessed daily by the student's clinician and treatment team. I want to discuss something. Even if the clinician is outside of the JRC that's approving it, they're not. They're paid by the JRC. So why should I believe that they're going to say anything different than what the JRC has brainwashed them to believe from get-go? But neither here nor there. Ableism is rampant throughout the medical community and has been for years. The progress has been mind-numbingly slow to bring them around and out of this outdated idea of what disabilities are. The fact that we still have doctors who don't know what person-centered planning even is or how it works, but dismisses it out of hand. And yes, I've seen it. Even getting that to be the mainstay for our state was very, very slow. And as we noticed with the Agape boarding school situation, still not applied thoroughly across the state yet. So again, even your clinicians, JRC, who tell you, but it's safe. Not the flex you think it is. By the way, those same clinicians said that Andre McCollum's was perfectly safe. And We all know that was bullshit. Moving on. The statement in the same chair is misleading and meant by the review team to make the reader believe that the child was restrained from the time that the student left the program in the evening until his or her return in the morning. Ah, is it? Seems to me you're reading into the New York report. They no way and shape or form implied that. But why would you feel the need to add that in? Guilty conscience? Freudian sleep, maybe? That is not true, and if this was truly a concern, the NYSED visitors did not ask if this was the case. Now, first you're reading into the situation. First, you're reading into what you think the NYSED report says. Then you're defending it. So you are defending against something they did not accuse you of. Who does that? Guilty people who tell on themselves. Something that JRC does time and again throughout the absurdity of a response. We're going to go ahead and close out on that note. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time, so please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. Do appreciate your time this morning. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Wish me good luck with the goddamn fruit salad. Bye-bye.